For this reason, you shouldn't use plastic pens. Janina Joanna was a very envious girl. Every time her classmates at school bought pencils and pens that were nicer than hers, she would secretly break them. She was always asking her mother to buy her nice school supplies, but her mom told her to use the ones she already had first. One day, Janina Joanna's classmates came to school with the new trendy pens that had princesses on them and lit up. Very angry, the girl waited for recess and stole them. Very proud of her feat, Janina Joanna went home and started playing with one of the beautiful pens. But when she turned it on, the light was so bright it blinded her. She tried to get help, but when she went out to the street, she couldn't see where she was stepping and fell into a manhole where no one could hear her. That's how Janina Joanna had to walk through the dark sewers of the city, using her beautiful stolen pen as a flashlight, forever. For this reason, you shouldn't travel by plane at 3 in the morning. Tatiana Liliana was very much in love. She had a long-distance boyfriend she hadn't met yet. They lived in different countries, but she still loved him. One day, she woke up, greeted him like every morning, but he told her that he had met someone else and they would no longer be together. Tatiana Liliana became very sad. She cried all day, watched dramatic movies, walked down the street listening to sad music. I only love you like this. One night, Tatiana Liliana decided that she would travel and try to win him back. She took a plane at 3 in the morning. She arrived, did her hair, got her nails done, and went straight to his house. When she walked in, she was in for a surprise. Actually, all that time she had been talking to an old scammer. Very angry, Tatiana Liliana slapped him, but her freshly done nails were so strong that she tore his head off and kept it as a trophy forever. That's why you shouldn't eat cheap ice cream. Julieta Nicoleta owned a very well-known ice cream shop, but all she did was spend the whole day texting her boyfriend, neglecting sales and losing money. When her boyfriend didn't reply, she would get very angry and start posting stories on Instagram with dramatic phrases, meaningless posts, or photos just to get attention. One day, she left the ice cream shop and saw her boyfriend talking to another girl. She got so upset and jealous that she ran away. The next day, she opened her ice cream shop and strangely, she was very happy. She had put ice cream on sale and sales increased by 100%. Later, all the people who had bought ice cream started to feel sick. They felt dizzy and some even fainted. What they didn't know was that Julieta Nicoleta had gotten so angry with her boyfriend that she froze him and kept him with the ice cream so she could have him with her forever. For this reason, you shouldn't use bath sponges. Candela Antonella loved playing with her cell phone all day, so much that she didn't even clean her room and even skipped school. Her mother, seeing her like that, decided to take away her phone. Very angry, Candela Antonella begged her to give it back, but she didn't succeed. She stole her mother's savings to buy a better, more expensive phone. Then she locked herself in the bathroom and downloaded Free Fire, Roblox, and Fortnite. Suddenly, she heard a noise and hid her new phone inside a sponge so that no one would find out. Later, her mother entered the bathroom and started cleaning with the same sponge where the phone was hidden. When Candela Antonella realized it, she ran to take it away from her, but on the way she tripped and fell straight into the toilet. That's how Candela Antonella lost her new phone and got stuck in a toilet forever. For this reason, you shouldn't wear high heels. Luana Liliana loved collecting shoes. Every design that went on sale, she got it no matter what. Her sister loved them too, but she didn't have enough money to buy them. And Luana Liliana made fun of this. One day, some limited edition high heels went on sale. They were decorated with diamonds and were very expensive. She wanted to buy them, but they were already sold out. Surprisingly, her sister had managed to get them. Very angry, Luana Liliana stole them. Very proud of her feat, she put them on and went out for a walk. When she was on the street, a bunch of pigeons started attacking her. The shoes didn't have diamonds. Actually, it was corn that her sister had glued to some old shoes to make a copy of the originals. That's how the pigeons ate Luana Liliana, and she was left abandoned in the street forever. For this reason, you shouldn't wear perfume. Antonia Priscilla was walking around the mall when she noticed that one of the stores was giving away free perfume samples. She approached and they gave her one of the small samples. Not satisfied with this, Antonia Priscilla, who thought she was very clever, walked past the store several more times so they would give her many more samples until she got all the ones she wanted. Very proud of her feat, she returned home. The perfume had such a sweet and delicious scent that Antonia Priscilla couldn't resist and put on all the samples at once. She went to bed very calmly, not knowing what awaited her. The sweet scent of the perfumes attracted all the ants in the city, and they ate Antonia Priscilla while she slept. For this reason, you shouldn't buy this toy. Dulce Tamara was a rich girl who had everything, but she was very rude and would throw tantrums if she didn't get what she wanted. One day, she saw on social media that a new toy had been released. She immediately wanted to buy it, but the toy was so popular that it was sold out. She saw that her best friend had gotten it and decided she would steal it. She went to her house, distracted her, and took it, running away with it. Very proud of her feat, Dulce Tamara locked herself in her room and started playing. When she put her hand in to see the surprise inside, she felt something very strange. Her friend had used the toy to collect her pet's poop. That's how Dulce Tamara got what she deserved. And she lived with the smell of dog poop on her hand forever. For this reason, you shouldn't go into public pools. Tatiana Silvana loved going camping. She liked setting up tents and making campfires. But above all, she liked to bother her classmates. She would scare them at night and play pranks on them. One day she went out to explore and found a beautiful pool, but there was a sign warning that it was forbidden to go in. Tatiana Silvana didn't listen and went in anyway. She spent the whole afternoon swimming until suddenly she stepped on something soft and strange. Very scared, she wanted to get out. But the water started to stink and became somewhat murky and thick. The pool was actually a pond where all the waste from the camp's bathrooms ended up. That's how it happened. That's how Tatiana Silvana was caught bathing in a pond full of poop, and they laughed at her forever. For this reason, you shouldn't eat junk food. Daniela Mariella worked at a potato chip factory. She was the manager and took advantage of this to mistreat the other employees. Above all, she bothered Josefina Carolina just because she was prettier than her. One day, as usual, Daniela Mariella stole a bag of chips from the factory and started eating. But what she didn't know was that Josefina Carolina had seen her. When she realized it, she ran out to look for her so she wouldn't tell on her. She was going so fast that she tripped over the cable of one of the potato cutting machines and she fell inside it. She ended up completely sliced, very scared. Josefina Carolina decided to keep the secret. That's how it happened. That's how the whole city ate chips with parts of Daniela Mariella's body, and Josefina Carolina ended up with the manager position forever. For this reason, you shouldn't use other people's bathroom towels. Teresa Liliana seemed like a normal teenager, but she liked to visit her neighbors to steal from them. She always tricked them and took something from them, then made video calls with her friends to laugh about it. One day, she went to her millionaire neighbor's house. She went to the bathroom. She stole facial creams and a very expensive towel. Very proud of her feat, she went back home and used what she had stolen. The next day, she woke up and her face was itching and her room smelled like something strange. She ignored it, but the itching and the smell kept getting stronger. Teresa Liliana called her friends to ask them about it, but when they saw her, they just laughed at her. Her face started to get irritated and the smell kept getting stronger. The towel she had stolen. It was the towel that the whole rich family used to wipe their butts. That's how Teresa Liliana had to live with the smell of her neighbor's poop on her face forever. For this reason, you shouldn't use toilet paper from public restrooms. Rita Giselle had run away from home to go to a party. When she arrived, they told her she couldn't come in because she wasn't wearing a mask. She was very angry. Rita Giselle couldn't think of anything. She went into the bathroom of a bar and made herself a mask out of toilet paper. She went back to the party and they let her in. She started dancing and she started to feel a strange sensation in her mouth, but she didn't pay attention to it. When she got back home, she tried to take off the toilet paper mask, but she couldn't. Desperate, Rita Giselle tried everything, but she couldn't remove the paper. There was an insect that liked to nest in human mouths, and unfortunately, Rita Giselle had to live with toilet paper on her face forever. For this reason, you shouldn't wear cheap fake eyelashes. Annabella Antonella was on her way back home when she saw a sign. It said that they put on very cheap fake eyelashes. She went into the place and asked to have fake eyelashes applied. When she was ready, Annabella Antonella ran out and left without paying, very proud of what she had done. She got home and took a shower. Then she called her best friend to tell her everything, and they spent an hour laughing about what she had done. When they finished talking, Annabella Antonella wanted to hang up. But she couldn't get the phone off her face. She started pulling harder and harder, but it was impossible. When she took a shower, the eyelash glue spread all over her face, and that's how it happened. That's how Annabella Antonella had to live with a phone stuck to her face forever, always.